Satnam. So thank you so much for joining me. I want to express my gratitude for avenues of social media and things like Zoom and different ways that we are able to connect with each other and have a back and forth dialogue and not necessarily be in person and acknowledge what a gift this is in our current times. That being said, we all have been moving through a time that's been particularly isolating and difficult for everyone, people all over the world. And maybe we've spent more time on our screens and more time interacting with artificial intelligence. And there's a shadow side to this also. We've all found ourselves sort of going down a rabbit hole, scrolling on our phones, scrolling through social media. There's a lot of information that is, not coming from credible sources. There is probably only so much that our consciousness needs to be consciously aware of in any given moment, in any present moment. So there can be, I think, a little bit of a neuroses that can be created with that, and also fear can be cultivated from just going down some of these rabbit holes of information. And this is not to say that we shouldn't be open-minded and informed and connected to information and to research things. That being said, I think that at least personally, the best way to do that, to preserve sovereignty, personal sovereignty and integrity, is, to not just connect with resources that already are aligned with beliefs you already have, because we know everything is always expanding and changing, and that is something I see a lot. Rather to look at things in a way where we recognize things are not always as they seem, but also we're going to continue to learn more about what is currently the unknown. What is currently the unknown is going to be revealed as known information at some point, and that's part of the excitement of the journey of the human experience. So to put it more succinctly, there's a way to focus on the positive aspects and to utilize the technologies that we have at our fingertips for our own personal sovereignty, and to cultivate community, and to up-level or to elevate our creativity and our own, the imagination within our own minds. But there is also a contrast to that, where we can give up some of our, our sovereignty and just kind of go into trance-like states with whatever information is coming up on these screens that are all over the place. So the meditation for a liberated heart is one that is really, it's really special, it's really powerful. It's one that, the yogis say to practice it with reverence, and it's about cultivating the neutral mind. So in yoga, there's the positive mind, the negative mind, and the neutral mind, and they all can function together and serve us, but ultimately we are wanting to cultivate a neutral mind over time, so that we can come from a neutral place of compassion in our lives and not be attached to the outcome of things, not move into a space of judgment. And there's also the long game of that is it's less stress for us, it's less stress for others, there's more love, and our experience is more harmonious as a result. So for this meditation, we bring the hands up. We're going to bring the fingers into the pads of the hands. The thumbs come together. They create this nice arc line, which the hands are going to be about 6 to 8 inches away from the face, and that arc is going to be just at the lips. We're going to focus on the thumb tips with the eyes 1/10 open, and then you're going to inhale. Technically, you could inhale through the mouth or the nose. It's not specified. I prefer to inhale through the nose, 8 strokes, and then exhale 8 strokes. The goal is to do this meditation for 11 minutes a day for a while, but if if you start with 3 minutes or 5 minutes, just work your way up to the 11 minutes. Allow your neural pathways to get used to what is happening and to expand naturally. So you're going to go ahead and assume this position. You're going to focus on the thumb tips, and we'll just do a few rounds together. So it's going to be 8 strokes inhaling through the nose, and 8 exhaling. You should also there's a pumping motion at the navel, and the meditative focus is really just on the breath as these strokes come in. So inhaling, exhaling, and then when you've done it for your 3 minutes or your 10 minutes, whatever you're going for, at the end of the meditation, you're going to take one deep inhale, deep exhale. Then you're going to reach the arms up overhead. You're going to flex the fingertips and bring them in and out like so. And you're just going to inhale deeply, exhale deeply, inhale, exhale. And that's the meditation for a liberated heart. It also cultivates immunity and an open heart center. And again, this is really one to practice with reverence. And lastly, I'll just say that these meditations all are technologies that have been around for thousands of years. And sometimes it seems like what we're doing might be a little bit unusual, but it's very intentional. The connection of the thumbs and that arc and the fingers in towards the pads and the strokes and the meditation, it's all having an impact on the brain, on your experience, on this trance that you're creating for yourself. But don't take my word for it. Try it out, maybe do it for a week or so at least. See how you feel, see what shifts. You'll likely notice that you are in that space of the neutral mind more often. And again, for myself, I'm just feeling this is a very powerful tool for our times. I'm feeling like positive absolutely about 2021 and things are shifting, but that we need to focus on personal sovereignty and community and creativity and love. It's a great, month for love, year for love, every day is good for that. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Sat Nam.